Welcome back, everybody, to 2022. We are back from our holiday break, hiatus, whatever you want to call it. I hope all of y'all had a great holiday break. Jeff and Cheryl, VIP members, hope y'all had a blessed one too. Season 2. It's Christian's idea, so we're going to call it. This is season 2 right here. Kicking off with a banger of an episode for y'all. We got lots in store. Want to give you some quick life updates here.
So it's been, what, a month and a half or more?
It's been at least a month. At least. Maybe a month and a half. I mean, I think we did the Thanksgiving special.
So there's an episode in archive right now that just hasn't been finished. That
really?
We shot. Yeah. That I just haven't posted.
Ooh.
I haven't edited it.
Ooh,
actually.
A bonus episode. Maybe for our Patreon subscribers, you have to pay $50 a month to get that access, though. But yeah. Maybe one day you'll get on there.
But yeah, I need to, I guess, finish that, and then we'll have like a random bonus Easter egg episode later on. I'm
all about it. I mean, listen, we've been putting in work. I feel like we did I think we did pretty good last year.
For missing the end of the year and getting, I think, it would have been, I guess, 30 episodes if this is 32 and there's one in archive.
So we put out 30 episodes, and that last one was posted November 28th. So it was our Thanksgiving episode, and that was the last one. So
yeah,
we took
we
1 month
started
off.
in like
And the first
April,
episode we posted was...
We posted later than we started.
We posted July 13th, but we had already racked up at least July 13th, but we posted...
I think we had
8, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We did
2 a week.
We had 10 episodes that we posted on July 13th. 10 episodes.
I had to re-upload some of those, so that's why the upload date's weird.
Okay. Got it.
I had to if you mess with the title or description or something, it says that it got re-uploaded.
But still, yeah.
I think we started in April or May.
Probably. That seems about right.
Maybe March.
But yeah. We did it then. I feel really proud of ourselves that we stayed with it. We've been in it, and now we're on season 2.
I'm glad we're back because
shit's going down.
If you wouldn't push the envelope though, in terms of being like, all right, let's do it. I'm just have so much other stuff that I can do that I'm just like.
No, we're doing this. This is my highlight of the freaking week, man. This is my time to say whatever the hell I want that I can't say at work and get fired. So I told someone, they're like, I have a podcast. Really, what are you talking about? I'm like, stuff I can't talk about at work. Sorry.
You can't watch.
I was like, sorry, I can't watch it.
What's it called? Don't worry about it.
What's it called? No, sorry. Nah. Non-work people.
They just search Benton Wentz.
Yeah.
Benton Wentz podcast.
Pretty easy.
I wonder if that would pull it up.
I'm sure it would. I'll get someone to do a Google search on it and see if it pops up or something, or your name.
Yeah.
But yeah, last we left off, Thanksgiving. Hope everyone had a great Thanksgiving. Hope everyone had a blessed holiday, Christmas, Kwanzaa, Hanukkah, all the stuff in there, and a happy New Year, Chinese New Year, all of it. Got all of them in there on that one.
Yeah, probably.
I don't know. I probably missed one, but
that one's not important.
Yeah. Oh God, canceled. But anywho, it was a crazy, crazy month. When I left y'all off,
you were going to.
I was heading out to Baha Mar, Nassau, Bahamas, with my company, and man, that was a trip. So a little update on me on the whole month. First week, right before I left for the trip, halfway through the week, halfway through the first week of December, put it that way, started getting a little sniffly. And I was like, oh God. I swear to God. I had a little bit of a tiny little dry cough. Sinuses are dripping. Felt a little weird, but not sick. But something was a brewing. And I just kept saying, I was like, God, I kept telling everyone, I'm not going to make it on the trip. I'm going to get COVID. I'm going to get left behind. Something.
I'm going to get left behind.
Yeah, it's like Home Alone. So, take a COVID test. Comes back negative. We're all clear to go on the trip. We fly on the trip. I still feel booty cheeks, by the way. I'm taking Afrin on the plane to keep my nose open. I'm taking Tylenol to keep my like body in shape. And I got some day cold, night cold, dry me out. So I get to the Bahamas. It is a blast. This place is insane. It is so big. And in literally 3 weeks after I left, you know who shows up there? Charlie D'Amelio and all them. They all go to the same resort.
Oh, really?
I was pissed. I was like, damn, I could have got famous.
Could have got famous.
But all these like famous people.
Check out the podcast.
All these famous people go to this resort, and it is so damn nice, and it was so damn expensive. I mean, I'm talking about mixed drink, was at least rum and Coke, $20. Rum and Coke. It was insane. Food was really good though, but it was just a big ass party. It was crazy. The stories that the company or people told me of the contest trip, before I went, lived up to it for sure. Yeah, it was just a wild time, so much fun. But the whole time I was there, I still felt like ass. But I kept taking a lot of painkillers, which was just ibuprofen. I was taking a lot of ibuprofen.
I thought it was Tylenol.
Yeah, I thought it was Tylenol too. That's just what I called.
I got you.
I realized.
Okay.
I realized because I kept telling that to everyone. I realized that I just called
everything
painkillers Tylenol, but it was ibuprofen because I looked.
I don't know the dude.
Yeah,
beats me. I know Sam was like, "Holy crap, you're killing yourself."
So it was. They came out of a Tylenol bottle, like a little travel bottle, but I had filled them up with the
generic
the generic ibuprofen, or maybe it is I don't know. We'll look it up. I could have been taking it. I forget, but we'll look at it afterwards.
Oh, shoot, this was my Oxy.
But pretty much, I was taking... Well, we'll get to that actually in a minute. I'm not feeling good. Last day, I'm feeling very rough of accumulation of substances and drinking in the sun.
Substances and drinking.
Well, pretty much substances is just edibles. That's pretty much it, to be honest there. No other substances were taken other than that. I can promise you that in my body. Other people's body, though, I can't say so.
Not my body, not my choice.
Yeah, but drinking and stuff like that. I mean, a daiquiri was like $35
Oh my god,
for a damn daiquiri. It was crazy.
Frozen, $45.
Yeah. I ended up literally spending that. When I checked out, my bill was $1. After my credit and everything had gone through, that the company gave me $1 is what I spent. But I gambled there for the first time. I took, what was it, $100 out, $200 out? Yeah. No, I took $100 out. Started the $100, went to blackjack, played that, got that up to $200-something, or maybe $300. And then the hotel gave you $50 in slot money. And I won $300 off slots.
Nice.
I was hyped. So I literally made money off the trip. I was very happy with that one. But anyhow, I fly back here, and I am still not well. I'm still not feeling good. Oh, I had to also test to get back to get into the country.
So you're stressing about that?
So I was stressing about that. I'm like, great, I'm going to get left behind here. Which, hey, paradise ain't that bad. And the company would pay for the 14 days if I was there. That's how much they covered. It was insane. Or in a private jet if I need to get back, they said. Dude, it was...
dude, that would have been insane. Dude. I would have been asking, can I get COVID?
So one person did. One person did. She was in... Oh, God, what office was she in?
Oregon.
It was Dallas, I want to say. Something like that. Some girl tested positive. She got
figures out of what? Thousands of people?
Out of in between 2,000 to 3,000 people.
Figures at least.
Yeah, in between there, and then that's just our people. That's not including other randoms that are there. People that aren't. I just mean
global. Out of everybody that was given this trip, you figure at least some people would have it.
There was only one confirmed case that we know about. There was a second one that we heard about, but it ended up being a false positive.
That's what I was wondering. If
they tested him the next day and it was false, but the girl they test you every other day. Mm-hmm. But anyhow, I test negative. I get back home, still feel like ass. I'm like, geez, I don't have COVID. But the sinus infection,
there's no other sicknesses.
I know, I feel like I have a sinus infection. I'm sure that's what I have. go to the like urgent care just because my doctor can't see me for a couple of days. I'm like, okay, whatever. Doctor listens to me like, yeah, you sound kind of rough. Like your lungs, you're crackling. I'm like, oh god. I'm like, crackling? What do you mean? Take an X-ray. The doctor comes back. He goes, how long you been feeling bad? I'm like, yeah, probably like 2 weeks now. I'm going on 3. He goes, okay, so you don't have like full-blown bad pneumonia in your right lung. I'm like, oh my god. I was like, oh, really? They're like, yeah. Because that day, I woke up and I couldn't breathe out of my right lung. Like, I could feel all this pain in my like right lung every time I breathed in more than like halfway. Just utter pain. But I hadn't had that before. And the doctor's like, yeah, like, I'm surprised you have pain like today and you haven't been having pain for like a couple days. I was like, oh, well, like, I was down in the Bahamas. And he goes, well, I mean, what does that have to do with anything? I was like, well, I was taking a lot of painkillers or Tylenol or ibuprofen. He goes, well, like, how much? I was like, well, I was taking like 2,000 milligrams a day. And then Cheryl's probably like, oh my god, Benton. But yeah, I was thinking about 2,000 milligrams of Tylenol a day because each pill was 500. So I'd pop a pill, like. You know.
I just need everyone to know, though, without disclosing too much. This is like Benton takes a lot of medication in general. Like it's a tradition of not a tradition, but like it's just the way that you were raised.
Yeah, I'm all about preventative pain and vitamins and any substances if anything happens. My mother is just very keen on pills.
There's a pill for it.
Yes, there's a pill for it. My mother's a pill pusher, for sure.
But not like in a weird way.
No, she was pill pusher of Shackley vitamins. Like that's like I took like iron like pills like as a kid all the time, and now my doctor's like, your iron levels are too high. Like why? I was like, I wonder why. But
she's still slipping it in.
Yeah. So I was taking 2,000 milligrams of painkillers. Like I was taking a painkiller like every like 3 or 4 hours, on top of like drinking like a little bit here and there. Like I actually like never really got like drunk like I usually do, like drinking like back here. Like I never really got that drunk there. But it was a great time. But yeah, had full blown pneumonia, so I was like not feeling good. And then after that, I got exposed to COVID. So I couldn't see anyone for 10 days is how long it took to get my negative COVID test. So I missed all of Christmas Eve, Christmas, all the way like up till like New Year. Like I was finally allowed to see people on New Year, or I guess New Year's Eve. But so I chilled at home here for 10 days by myself. But luckily I didn't work at all of December because I had off.
Yeah.
Because I had PTO, so that was good. But that's like a little snapshot of.
And then you went back to work this week.
Yeah.
Right?
God, I went back to work this week.
It's been fun.
It wasn't as bad as I thought. I was kind of dreading it.
Because you had like all of December off, so.
I didn't work. I stopped. My last day at work was December 3rd. That was my last day at work.
People that don't understand, though, like, he's like texting people every day.
Yeah.
Like, even when he's not working.
Even when I'm not working, I'm still, like,
When
I got back, I actually had over 1,000 emails.
Yeah, that's like absurd.
Like, I actually.
And these aren't like spam emails.
No.
These are like, well, I mean.
Some of them are like I don't need to like answer these. Like it's okay, I can pass them along, whatever. Or some of them were actually already like they've been addressed. Like they emailed
because
me.
You had friends.
Because they emailed me and there's a signature saying like, "Yo, I'm not working. Like either give me a text or go to somewhere else."
Mm-hmm.
So I was able to address a lot of things. So I only had like 100 or so to go back that I actually had to respond to like on Monday. But I ended up training a new guy Monday and Tuesday. When that happens, I don't really have to do anything like those 2 days while I'm training. And then I worked yesterday and today. It was fairly like okay. Working, then I'm off tomorrow because I took PTO.
I heard a new stat in November. I think it was like 4.7 million
4.
people. 4.5?
So
4.5 million people quit their job.
I got a paper. Let's save this. Yeah, record 4.5 quit jobs in November report. Say this is coming out of like Washington.
Did the article say that this has been like ramping up though? Over the last like 5 or 6 months, it's been like 1 million, 2 million, 3 million, 4.5.
It was like in August, I think. the most typical time people quit their jobs is the spike is always starts in August. That's when it always starts. Like we had gotten reports out about that, but then in yesterday's paper, it said, "Yeah, I saw this." I'm like, "Damn,
yeah,
that's wild."
But what like if you had to give like a little summary about like were they just talking about like people quit their jobs or like why they think or?
I mean, honestly, like, I think a lot of people are quitting their jobs. One, because they got a taste of the remote life. I mean, that was a problem in the beginning for me getting people jobs. Was they got a taste of the remote life, and then the company or clients that we wanted to hire, they wanted to bring them like on site, and people just didn't want to go into work anymore. They just wanted to work from home because they realized they could do that. And we had to tell the client, and now our clients are at least listening, and they're like, okay, like they can be remote, or we can do like a hybrid schedule where it's like 2 days in office, 3 days remote. And people are obviously a lot more gracious or easy about that because that's what we do. But I also think people are just kind of sick of their jobs and want to do something else. And like we talked about in past podcasts, I think during COVID, people found their passions and like things like that, and had a lot of time to think, especially if they did lose their job or something like that. And then maybe they picked up something now. Like out of these, 4.5 million, like some of these people only may have had that job for a couple months.
Yeah.
This isn't talking about people that were in jobs for like, past 6 years, 10 years, leaving their jobs. Most of these people are going to be more like lower level, couple like.
I feel like one thing too is that like people are wondering about the vaccine.
So I do.
That's a part of it.
That still is a problem. So a lot of my clients require the vaccine, even if you are fully remote. I'm hiring someone this week for a job, and I had 2 people that were perfect, but they didn't want to get the vaccine, so I couldn't use them for that job. But I know I can find them something else.
Mm-hmm. And then another thing you sort of touched on it was like people maybe that have been in a job for a long time that is sort of, I guess, boring in a way.
Yeah,
they want to move to like the more innovative stuff. Like, for example, if you had someone who was a roof installer their entire life, they're like getting into solar now.
Solar, yeah.
Like people are sort of switching to the things that they can see with their own eyes that are like gonna be popular and like the next thing.
Yeah.
So I think there's a lot of people moving on to help to make themselves feel like they're doing something worthwhile.
Yeah.
I think that's
No, I mean I 100% agree with that.
But yeah, everything you said too, like that's absolutely.
Is that
100%
money? And just because I want someone to realize this.
Yeah, people switching from lower paying jobs to higher paying jobs.
Yeah, I want people to realize that like just the 4.5 million people like quitting their jobs doesn't mean that these people are quitting and staying at home like and not doing anything. No, these people are going to a different job.
Yeah.
They're finding like other things because luckily majority of the clients that we work with pay pretty well, or at least fair enough within like the range of what it should be, and have some flexibility and like work with the people is like how I would say. So people leave their jobs to come work for me, like to the jobs I have.
Benton's causing these 4.5.
I actually caused every single one of those.
That's why you got to go to the Bahamas.
So like I want people to realize that, because I think sometimes, even myself, like in the beginning, I was like, God, 4.5 people now just like literally don't have jobs. Like, no, that's like unemployment. I was like, no, this is just people quitting their jobs to leave for something different, like another job, something else.
I still think it's like, I love it. It's awesome.
Yeah. No, it's a big shift, and I think technology is playing a factor into it. Being remote is playing a factor into it. Vaccine mandates playing a little bit of a thing in there as well. That's died down more because now I think companies have backed off because things didn't pass all the way through. Like even my company, we're not requiring it anymore. So, well, technically my company never did require it.
Yeah.
They said the deadline was December 8th, and then they moved it to January 4th, and then or January 2nd, and now they said like, hey, well, like nothing's gone through the courts, so we're like not gonna like do anything. Now, obviously, I still got it, but I mean, like, am I pissed? I'm like, fuck it. I don't care anymore. Like,
yeah.
It is what it is now.
That was the plan all along.
Yeah, like, that's why I figured, like, they were just going to tell people, like, hey, they're just going to keep pushing it and something, and then that's going to push a majority of people to just go ahead and get it.
Yeah.
So they don't lose their job. And now
to me, like, it blows my mind, but I don't understand, like, how you don't have, like, a lawsuit against the federal government, but...
Yeah.
That's another story.
I don't know.
But that's Benton's update.
But yeah, that was my update. Still engaged.
Still engaged.
Still engaged, baby. We made it to the next year. We are like 170 days away from getting married. Booked the honeymoon on January 1st. Booked it right there.
Nice.
We're going to Sandals. If anyone wants to meet us there. We're going to
Is
Sandals.
that allowed?
Yeah.
You're allowed to invite?
Yeah, Sandals, Barbados.
Nice.
We're going to Barbados. So, that's what it'll be if you want to hit me up. Get, maybe shoot an episode there.
Shoot an episode there.
But, yeah, no, and that's pretty much it. Looking at getting a couch finally, the sectional. I think we found something. So, no, I think it's going to be a good year. I'm looking forward to it. Big things are obviously happening with getting married. But I think work also is going to be good, and things looking up. I got good vibes about this year. Other than, oh my gosh, dude, before we get the Christians update, we needed to take a moment of silence. Take a moment of silence for Betty White. I was actually really upset when I found out. I was.
You screamed out loud.
I did.
No!
Yeah, you guys, Grace. Dude, I was really upset. One, so I had... This is how it went. It was also kind of weird. Went grocery store, People Magazine, Betty White turning 100 is right there at the checkout thing. I'm like, oh my god, Betty White's turning 100, sick. I'm like, Betty White's older than sliced bread. This is the joke. And then I go and watch The Proposal, which is a movie with Ryan. Betty White's in it, and then who's that hot guy? Who's Deadpool?
Ryan Gosling?
No, Ryan Reynolds. There we go.
Ryan Reynolds?
I was like, that's not good. Ryan Reynolds, and then that chick from Blindside and other stuff. I forget what her name is now. Oh, jeez. People probably screaming through the camera right now.
Anne
Hathaway. No. I don't know what it is. No, Anne Hathaway is... Damn it. Now I gotta say it. Now I gotta look it up. Oh my gosh. It's the girl from Blindside, man.
Yeah, okay. I get it. She's blonde.
No. The Blindside, the movie.
Isn't that...
That's Bird Box. Also Bird Box. You know that one? She's blonde in that one. Yeah, you're right. But she's brunette in this movie.
Wait, what?
Hold on. The Proposal.
Isn't The Blindside...
the football.
No. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah, but it's the mom.
The mom, isn't she blonde?
Sandra Bullock. Yeah, she's blonde, but in real life, Sandra Bullock is brunette.
I just meant in the thing.
Yeah.
The TV, or the movie.
Sandra Bullock, everybody. There it is. I'm sure there was someone screaming at the camera.
Never even heard of her.
Sandra Bullock, you dumbass.
Who?
But it was, a great movie. And then I'm, telling Grace, hey, Betty White, she's so great in this movie. And then, literally 2 days later, she dies. So, quick moment of silence here for our favorite Betty White.
Moving on.
No, you're not going to do 5 seconds?
Nah.
The disrespect.
Sorry.
Oh my god, I can't believe it. Well, rest in peace, Betty. We'll love you. Hopefully you took all the evil of 2021 and the future with you. So, she sacrificed herself, I know.
Oh god.
I know there's some type of ritual. Fun fact, George was telling me, a lot of people don't make it to 100. A lot of people die at 99.
Really?
Yeah. He said it was really weird. He was
it's a psychological thing.
I don't know, but he was reading up on it. He was like, it's really weird. A lot of people die at 99. It's actually really hard to make the jump to 100. People don't make it. They always die at 99.
That's his life purpose now?
I guess. Well, it's obviously his mother lasted 108, so we'll see.
Dude, you got the genes.
Yeah,
what about Richard's side? How old's his mom?
Connie's probably 80,
81 if I had to guess, but then his dad died at like 57. So I'm probably gonna mellow out at
35.
Tomorrow. But yeah, so that's my updates. Thank you, Betty White. Christian, let us know what's going on. What you got for the people?
I'm trying to think what I've done really since the last time, but I know we did the pavers at the house.
Looks good.
Did a paver,
which
area.
I didn't help at all, and I said I would. Still feel
but he was sick.
Still feel like I can think about that one.
And we also went on a trip and stuff that we didn't expect to. So.
Oh, you went to Pittsburgh, right?
Yeah. But did the pavers, and then was getting ready to do the wall in the garage, but I didn't end up getting around to that because I started a business, chickadee cultivating.
Mm-hmm.
So that's going to be the business that I've sort of been talking about.
And how'd you land on that name?
Because I was going to do chickadee farms.
Yeah, was that taken?
No, it was just that if you use farms or dentistry or
is that
it's one of those words that if you have it in your name, you have extra things
shit
that you have to go through.
I didn't know that.
So instead, chickadee cultivating is broad enough that you can do more with it.
What about growing? Chickadee grows? No, about
the other thing is, though, that's just the name for the LLC.
Yeah.
You can operate as a different thing.
Got it.
So I don't know if that still means that you can't do farms, but I could operate as Benton and Christian's podcast under chickadee cultivating.
Okay, that makes sense.
So, and I think unless you, and I could be way off on this, I'm not anywhere near an expert, but I think you can have 3 different names under one LLC without having more license or whatever else you have to do.
That's nice.
Obviously, there's companies that own the world.
And the umbrella ones, Kraft.
Yeah.
Kraft owns because that's who we sell to a lot because we just go to Kraft because then they distribute through all their people. Kraft owns so much. So does but that's for food, but also GE, General Electric, they own so much.
Yeah.
It's called an umbrella company.
Well, that's crazy. But, so I started that. And I just have to get a couple more things set up, and now that we're in the new year, we can get moving on that. We basically just got a tax ID number, so that's how you start it. But we haven't even it's going to be a partnership between Sarah and I this way. If anything ever happened to me, she already is owner.
Already has it. Yeah, that's perfect.
And yeah, so I plan to basically use that to do consulting for people that want to start gardening in any type of way, and then also to grow food in my backyard to sell to people. So we'll see how it goes.
You got benefits plans, stock options, anything like that?
It's funny you say something like that because
you're all publicly traded or you're all privately.
Dude, I want to make
a coin.
I want to make it a Bitcoin.
I was why do you make it a coin?
I want to know. I just mean I want to operate the entire business
on Bitcoin.
In Bitcoin.
Ooh, just strictly Bitcoin.
So, yeah.
Okay.
But how I was thinking about it, sort of at first, let's say if you had a product you were selling, I would, for at least a little bit, go in dollars. I wouldn't have a set Bitcoin amount.
Yeah.
Because then the Bitcoin is volatile. But forget about all that. Let's say you just operate a normal business, but I am going to be doing this, have a financial side of the business that is just taking profit. So basically, half of the business will be for P&L, for generating profit, running a business. The other part, which is still technically the same business, it's just a different strategy for the business, would be to invest in Bitcoin to ride that up and just invest constantly almost. There's a guy named Michael Saylor, I believe. And if you look him up, he is the CEO of MicroStrategy. And what MicroStrategy does is they have, I think the software. Okay. So their business is to create software for people for profit. Then the other part of the business is he's been investing in Bitcoin since I think it was 2019. Not very long. And he owns 125,000 Bitcoins, which, if you don't know, that equals out to...
Wait, actually, that doesn't mean coins again? It's like 125,000
coins.
He times, owns, like, what, 45 right now? 45,000?
It's down at, like, 42. But at one point, it was, like, 5.3 billion. He's invested 3.5 billion into Bitcoin, and now it's worth, fluctuatingly, but at one point recently, it was worth 5.3 billion. So he's made just about $2 billion off of just taking his extra profits and instead of holding it in cash or other assets, moved it into Bitcoin. He's almost doubled his money over the last however long that's been. And
I'm gonna throw up.
I mean, he is relatively new. There are people that have been in the Bitcoin thing since like just about day one, and it's been 13 years as of just like the other day.
Freaking back in like 2009, people.
Yeah.
I remember this one guy on YouTube, he like posted a video, and he's like, Bitcoin hit like $1 like today, and everyone was like, all the comments at the time, like people screenshot the comments, they're just all ripping him a new one, just joking him, and you're just living like in like kind of like I would say like small like shack type of house, white t-shirt and stuff. Look on his Instagram today, Lamborghinis, suits, Ferraris, multi-million-dollar like house, like, and he's like, yeah, everybody made fun of me, no one believed.
Exactly. But yeah, so that's something that I'm definitely interested in doing. But I'd like to. I think it'd be not a gimmick, but sort of just something to like drive traction for any sort of.
Would it be possible? I don't know if this is smart at all, but could you say like, you know, you're selling this at $10 and like whatever like the price would be for like $10 like Bitcoin wise, but you make it like cheaper, so like you're saying like it's like you can pay $10 US,
if you use
or
Bitcoin.
if you use Bitcoin, you can get it cheaper.
Yeah, you could do that, and that would be probably the avenue to go with for right now while the price is so volatile.
Yeah.
Because let's say they pay me in cash, I can switch it to Bitcoin and compensate for the volatility of it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I really want to do it, but I need to learn a lot more about it so that I can educate the people that want to do business on the easiest and best way to do it for them. Like, how can I put it? If it's not going to be easy for everyone, I'm probably not going to do it. But here soon, it's going to be easy for everyone because of the way it's like trending. But started a business, and then shortly after that, I bought some property.
That's right. I forgot about that.
And I'm still going through that. I think my closing date's going to be like the 14th.
But you're not going up, right?
No. So the lawyer called me, or the lawyer's office called me like yesterday or the day before. And she was like, first they asked me if I wanted anyone else on the deed. And I was like, oh yeah, like you can put my wife on it. And she was like, oh, that was my second question if you were married.
Nice.
But then she was like, okay, like, you know, we're looking like we got everything together. Like, how does closing on the 14th sound? And I was like, yeah, like, sounds good. And she was like, all right, well, we'll see you then. And I was like, oh, I was like, I'm sorry, I might not have been clear, like, before, but
I don't live there.
I don't live there. And she was like, oh. And I was like, yeah, like, I live in Virginia Beach. So, like, if I need to come up, that's totally fine. I just need to know, like, you know, is there, like, a DocuSign or, like, whatever. Because that's what I did with the real estate agent.
Yeah, you just DocuSign it.
So I figured, like, I mean, I've never done this. So I don't know what the heck's going on.
Yeah.
They could tell me that I need to do a backflip before I'm allowed to in it, and I'd be like, I better learn how.
Gotta learn.
But she was like, let me check. And I was like, okay.
Oh, God.
So she, like, left for, like, 2 seconds. And I was like, there's no
way. Let me
way.
check. Yeah, here you go.
Yeah, she was like, yeah, we can send you the papers. And I was like, okay, cool. Like, she's like, yeah, I'll highlight where everyone needs to sign and, like, you'll be good. And I was like, okay, like, sounds good. So they're doing that. And then I checked my phone after, and the real estate agent had texted me and was like, how does closing on the 14th sound? And I was like, that's, like, weird. Like, I guess they communicate with each other.
Yeah.
So I was like, yeah, like, that sounds good. Like, I just talked to the attorney, and they're going to send me the stuff.
Was it not the attorney?
No, it was.
I was going to tell me that I wasn't talking to the attorney. I got scammed. I was like, wow.
No. Well, I mean, maybe. They still got me fooled. No, but I was just thinking in my head, like, I hope everything, like, mail-wise is going to be quick enough, you know? Like,
like highlight. It's gonna be hard copy. They're not doing DocuSign.
Like a wet signature.
Oh, that is not true. Yeah, no, dude, mail's kind of fast. I feel
I know.
Like it's got to go from there to like then wherever their thing is, and then to Richmond, and then from Richmond it'll come down here.
So I still haven't gotten it yet, and this was earlier this week that they called.
I feel like you'll have it no later than like Wednesday next week.
But yeah, once I, sign that, send it back. But the real estate agent, asked me, how does that sound? And I was like, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, sounds good. And I was like, is there like anything you need from me by or before the 14th? And she was like, I forget how I typed it, but she like didn't understand what I said. So I had to like retype it and be like, sorry, like I don't think I was clear. Is there anything you need from me? And she was like, no, just the papers from the lawyer.
When you get them, okay.
And I was like, okay. And no, I haven't, like, I put $1,000 down payment down, but like, I haven't paid anybody. And I'm like, no one's even mentioned anything about like payment or anything.
I think you pay like on closing.
I was gonna say, I feel like they're literally gonna be like, all right, we need it now.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna be like, okay, like.
I think that's how it's gonna be.
But, and then I don't know how much I'm gonna have to pay the lawyer, but I'm sure it won't be anything crazy. But once I close on that, then I'll be a property owner in Somerset, PA. So.
Hell yeah, brother. And that's under what? Pittsburgh or Philly?
It's near Pittsburgh.
That's right, Pittsburgh. Okay, yeah, cool.
It's about an hour or so from Pittsburgh.
Nice. Go catch some games.
Yeah. Catch a bunch of all the Pittsburgh games where they have the Steelers, Pirates, hockey, I don't know. And then
the Penguins?
Penguins. Yeah, they have the Penguins.
I know some stuff.
Basketball? No, I don't think they have basketball. They don't.
Oh, well.
That'd be interesting. What if Pittsburgh got a basketball team?
Be trashy.
It would be.
Trashy.
Dude, Pennsylvania cities are trashy. Pittsburgh, Philly.
Oh yeah, no, yeah. Fuck no.
But
fuck no, baby.
Yeah, I did that, and then I recently chopped down my first plant, my marijuana plant, so it's drying.
How many more weeks do you got?
Till it's dry?
Mm-hmm.
A week and a half.
Oh, wow.
That one's dry.
Week and a half?
Yeah.
That's it?
Yeah, it takes 2 days. Or 2 days. 2 weeks, 16 days.
Oh, okay. For some reason when you told me... You told me 16 days. For some reason I thought it...
16 weeks.
16 weeks.
You're like,
that's like what
that's what I heard. That's why you said.
That's why I freaked out when you told me. I was like, damn, dude, that's so long. Like, come on. That's what I said, bro. Put that shit in the dehydrator. Like, yeah. I can't wait that long. Like, hell no. But okay.
16 days.
Okay, like 2 weeks. That I can.
Yeah.
That's totally fine now. Yeah. There we go. I was like,
so it'll be like the 19th or so, I think. And it could be sooner or longer depending on how the humidity goes with the whole thing. But right now it's been staying like within 5 degrees of where I want it, both temperature and humidity. But it's been sitting like right at 60.
Okay.
So it's looking good, but for some reason when I walk in the room, it smells like hay, which is usually happens when it dries too fast. My dad said that it smelled like weed and then maybe a little bit like hay. I don't know if it's just me thinking that it smells really, really like hay or in it.
Is it better to do a slower drying process, but then you're on the risk of mold?
Sort of.
Is that like the caveat to it, where if you dry it too fast and it loses potency or something?
And taste, yeah.
Do people really care about taste though?
Yeah, actually, that's people who.
Well, I guess I don't want. I guess I don't want like if I'm smoking. I guess I don't want it to like taste bad, but like to me, it just tastes it's smoky. But I get it. I get that for people.
I'm interested to see because I haven't really had the experience of like there are different tastes, especially with like the vape carts because they can extract the terpenes like really well.
How much do you think you're gonna yield?
I don't know. I didn't weight the plant. I mean, I keep saying that I think it's going to be at least 2 ounces. My dad doesn't think it's going to be
that
much. He thinks like an ounce, if that, or something.
Damn, you're at an ounce and you're at 2 ounces, he's at 1 ounce?
I said, like, I wouldn't be surprised if it's 3 ounces.
Really? Damn, you're thinking that much, but your dad's that low on 1 ounce?
I mean, he probably knows better than me, but to me, like, I keep saying, there was, like, almost 30 thumb nugs, and if a thumb is about an eighth, that means 8 thumbs. Yeah. 8 goes into 32 4 times.
Pretty good, yeah.
So that's why I'm like, I think it should be at least half of that, so 2 ounces.
2 ounces.
But I'm having some issue with one of my other plant, the other autoflower that was like doing really good and looked really good. I think there's some sort of nutrient deficiency in them.
It's exciting though. That all this is going and stuff, and in a couple days, we'll see what you get out of it, and then when do you think you'll start planting in the ground, like outside? Or I guess obviously you have to finish like outside. When do you think backyard's gonna be looking like it's done?
Dude, I don't even know. I'm doing a job this, like, I don't know how long it's gonna last. It might last for the next 3 weeks. And then another dude texted me about, I think, doing a couple of jobs flooring, and I don't know, like, I don't want to do it, but I feel bad because this guy's asked me like a lot of times,
and I don't needs help.
I just don't think that he wants to do it by himself. He's like an insanely skilled everything to do with construction. Like, he can do it himself. I think he just, since he doesn't do it every day, he just wants someone who I guess he thinks is really good at it. I don't know. Yeah. I mean, I've only done a few floors. To me, it's one of those things you do it once. It's the same thing. Can you cut a corner? Can you?
Yeah.
But yeah, so I don't know. I mean, I wanted it to be done by now. I wanted the room to be done. I mean, we're in 2022. Like, I've already started to plant the plants the marijuana plants that I want to put outside in the spring.
No, what about your like tomatoes and stuff like that? Like,
and that stuff, like, that's why I wanted that caterpillar tunnel in the back. And
did you already order that stuff?
No, because it's expensive, but we don't have the beds in place, so like
it's not worth getting all this stuff now if you don't have beds. There's no reason.
It's just gonna sit around. So
it's just gonna be junk, like clutter.
Yeah, we got plenty of that. You know, don't need any more. But so we don't have the beds in place, and like, I don't know. It's just, it gets frustrating because it's not my property, so I have to wait around to make sure that my dad's there so that we do everything the way that he wants to do it. So that means that he has to be available, and if he doesn't want to work past 3 o'clock, and then he's working a full day, I don't blame him. Like,
no, I get it.
And then, Saturday and Sunday, he wants to work at like as soon as the sun comes up until like noon, and if Sarah wants to do something like the night before, and I don't want to wake up at 6, like, but I just got to start doing it. Yeah. I mean, I just got to
get done.
Yeah. So right now, I think the main thing is to get the garage done, because I guess what I'm going to have to sort of focus on more out the gate with the business is like consulting, and I just want to show people what you can do inside. Yeah. Everyone knows what you can grow outside.
Well, Rigetti and Cole and all them are super, like I said, interested, and they're all about, and Joe.
Yeah, I'm actually helping Sarah's sister's wife's sister. So Caitlin's sister, they got like a tent and everything. I guess they went to a store and they sold them some stuff, and they got it home and they're like, what do I do? So I'm gonna go over there and see what they got going on Saturday and help them out. So I'm pretty excited about that. But yeah, like sort of just showing people in general, like even just vegetable wise, like what you can do with a not very big space.
Yeah.
If I feel like if I can like show people that, that'll be where I can get like jobs. And then moving on to like once it's summertime, I can plant like all over. Like now that if it came push come to shove, like I could just go buy 5-gallon buckets and grow in 5-gallon buckets if like the yard was still tore up and stuff, and you didn't want to like plant into the dirt. But the other thing is I got that 200-gallon bag I'm going to grow a plant in. So what I need to do is I need to get that filled with dirt now and plant into it in the early spring, late winter with some like cover crop, so that by the time the days get to like 13 hours of light, I'll have a and now that I'm thinking about that, I might have to wait until it gets closer to like 14 hours of light, because if I'm inside at 18 hours of light and then I flip back to 14, the plant might think that it's... Anyway, that's a different story for a different day.
Yeah, you lost me on that one.
So
like, I know what you're saying. We don't need to go into it, but I know what you're saying. Yeah.
So if I need to plant cover crop into the 200 gallons so that the soil is like, ready. Coming to life for those plants. So I need to get that filled and a place to put that. And technically I need to like build a cage around it.
Yeah.
So what I want to do is just build like, I don't know, that ain't gonna happen.
That sucks. You have to build a cage. I just really don't like that. That sucks.
I will definitely be building a cage.
But we'll all have cages.
But I want it. I mean, the cage is gonna have to be a big cage. It's gonna have to be like 14 foot tall, because I'm trying to grow a tree.
That's ridiculous.
I just want a massive bush tree.
That's crazy.
I feel like that basically wraps up a lot of what I did. I mean, Sarah and I went to Somerset to see the land. That's what I was talking about earlier. I can't wait to see it. It's about 90 foot of stream frontage, 150 foot of road frontage.
It's going to be great. Any place to ski or snowboard?
Seven Springs in Hidden Valley.
How close? I mean, like how far away are those places from you?
Less than 30 minutes.
Oh, fire. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, man, that's so much fun.
Yeah, and Seven Springs is a 4-season resort.
Oh, that's nice.
Yep. It's hopefully an up-and-coming area.
Dude. I can't wait to see what you're going to do at home, garage. I mean, you got a lot on your plate. You need to get done.
I know.
You got a lot. Me over here, I'm just like, I just got to show up to work and find people jobs and not fuck up, really.
That's all right. Sometimes,
which is hard sometimes.
Some days I'd trade it for what you got.
Sometimes I'd trade what I got for what you got. That's so funny. I think about it all the time, man. Sometimes, some days.
Just switch for the day. I get on. I'm like, all right, I'm new to this. Someone teach me.
Yeah, dude. All I do is train. You know that I've trained 7 people now in my office. I've trained the most people out of everyone in my entire life.
I was going to say, when you said you were training someone this week, I'm like, so are you just going to train people?
Dude,
or do they want you to produce?
They asked me if I wanted to become a trainer. I said, yeah. They're like, all right, cool. Like,
Here's how much you get paid. And you said,
no, it's not even that. Like, they get paid really well. You just got to move to Atlanta.
You have to move.
Yes.
Oh, because
that's
I got
headquarters.
you. Yeah.
Because they send everyone, like, to headquarters. Like, obviously, right now, like, COVID stuff, it's all, like, online, but...
Tell them, say, listen, build a headquarters in Virginia Beach.
I said...
Build a headquarters in Virginia Beach.
I told them, I said, bro, like, why not? I was like, it's all online. It's been online for the past year. I'll be online. They only do, like, trainings. Trainings are only for 3 days in a week. And it only happens, like so often, like, in a month. Because they space them out, like, every couple of weeks. Like, I'll train remote and stuff. And then when we go in person, I'll just fly to Atlanta Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Like, I'll be there. And fly back home Thursday, Friday. Like, it's a Norfolk to Atlanta. It's a simple flight. It's like 2 hours, and it's direct. So, like,
there's some people that drive it.
Yeah, we've done that.
There's some people.
Oh my god, that's like 11 hours.
We did it in one day.
Yeah, it was 10 hours to get to Athens, and the Athens to Atlanta was like an extra hour, I think, or something. This was like 11 hour. I mean, yeah, I could do it in a day, but I'd rather, like...
I'm not, all I was saying, there's some people that would. Clearly not you.
There's some people that commute from here to DC.
Every day.
Yeah.
No, I know. That's insane.
It's at least, it's like 4 hours.
It blows my mind.
8 hours of driving.
Like, you just hate yourself or something? Or you just love your job that much you don't want to waste 8 hours of your life?
I mean, if I was getting paid...
$1 million, I wouldn't do it.
I think if I was getting paid $1 million, I would do it.
Bro, you'd have to pay me $1 million a week.
And you know what? Since I have the money, I'd just get someone to drive me.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, I'd get a chauffeur.
Yeah. At some point, you're right. Like, at that point,
like, if I have $1 million,
I get it.
That's what I'm saying. Now
you could pay someone $50,000 a year just to drive you around.
Oh yeah.
No. I see what you're saying. I get it.
Like, if
you could pay me $250,000 and
like, if I said I'll give you $100,000 to literally to be my chauffeur, and you drive me at any times wherever I want at all times. So you're always on call.
Yeah.
I'll pay you $100,000.
That's what I mean. Yeah.
Like.
Yeah.
No benefits though. Sorry.
Could you listen to this? Let's say they're paying you $150,000. You pay your chauffeur $100,000. You take 50. It makes no sense.
Yeah. I would do it. I would drive to DC and back every day, 8 hours a day driving.
But you gotta.
No, I'm not driving like chauffeur.
Yeah.
If my salary was $1 million after taxes.
I was gonna say after taxes, if I had $150,000, I'd pay someone $75,000.
Yeah, because if I'm making $1 million, then I'm really only bringing in like $750,000. But after taxes, if I still made $1 million there, bet your sweet ass, I'd be paying someone good ass, and I'd like it, but no benefits. But the perks of it would be like I'll pay for. Like meals for you and stuff like that. Like, that could be something there.
Isn't it like sort of funny how like, I mean, like, don't get me wrong, like $50,000 isn't like a small amount of money, but for someone who's like wealthy, really wealthy, like you could get somebody to do something for you for an entire year for like $50,000.
Yeah.
Because most people make less ish than that.
Like billionaire, like I mean,
that's what I mean. Like if I even had just a little bit of like money,
Jeff Bezos,
I would pay people to just do fun things.
Jeff Bezos could make me his bitch for
eternity.
Yeah, like yeah, no, it's ridiculous.
He's that rich.
Yeah, but
Elon Musk is richer than him though, isn't he?
I don't think so.
I thought Elon was like the richest here soon because Tesla stock went to like 1,200.
I thought it went down.
Well, I mean, it did go down after, but I don't know where he cashed out. But
I don't know. But
anyway.
Yeah. Anyway, sorry, get on that tangent there. But yeah, I do that shit 100%. But yeah, but I'm not moving to Atlanta. F that place. I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't. I don't like going out there. Every time I've gone out,
it's dangerous.
Every time I go, I get stabbed.
Every time I go out, I get stabbed.
This was back in 2018. This was a couple months ago. Yeah, no, but yeah, I'm just training like everybody now. But everybody I've trained, because sometimes, like 2 people start, 3 people start, and I can only train one of them. But everybody I train, all 7 people, are still with the company and have most of them, almost half of them, have been promoted. Or in a promoted state, or gonna be promoted soon.
And they're just like, good job, Benton.
Yeah, and the other half is like doing really well. Like, now granted, I'm not saying this is all me, 100% not, because we have a great training. Like, because I'm just training them for 1 week.
Yeah.
So obviously, me training them is not just the impact of the 1 week. Like, we have a really great training program throughout like 6 months. But still, I feel like it says something a little bit there. My success rate is 100% as of now.
You should be like, I deserve 2% of the commission today.
Bro, literally a guy that I trained, he just got promoted to pro today. He was here, he transferred to Chicago, just got promoted to pro.
Nice.
So, dick.
He went to Chirac?
Yeah, he born and raised here, like Norfolk kid. Didn't have a car.
He wanted to go to Chi-Town.
Yeah. Didn't have a car. Didn't have a license. And he was like, man, I hate this place. I hate it here. And he's like, I really want to go somewhere else. Like, I want to go to Chicago. I'm like, okay.
Dude, I used to play video games with someone who lived near Chicago, and it was like negative 40 degrees. His name was Travis, but his gamer tag was like QUE or QUXY.
Maybe I'm thinking of someone else.
We called him Quexy.
Oh, there. Okay, no, I remember that name. So I'm also thinking of someone else that was like.
Yeah, but he would tell us that like they would.
It's 13 degrees outside.
No, negative like 40 degrees. He's like, yeah, we couldn't go to school today because it was negative 40. I'm like,
no, the wind.
What?
The wind is pretty trifling out there. What do you think the temperature is in Chicago right now? What's the temperature in Chicago right now?
-3.
You really think it's that cold, bro? Calm down. It's 12 degrees. well, the low for tonight's gonna be 7. But if you add wind chill in there, I mean, yeah. It's
my phone's up there. I want to pull up AccuWeather.
No, I have that. Yeah,
pull up the AccuWeather one and see pull up the month.
Yeah,
I want to see like some of their lows in February and later this month because.
So Chicago.
Technically, he didn't live in Chicago. He lived.
So it's 15. Real feel is 6 as of right now.
I hate that they put ads up.
It's not that big of a
I know it's not that big of a deal.
You can buy it if you want.
When I had it first, there was nothing.
You're the reason I got it.
Yeah, because it's the best weather app. Put me on AccuWeather.
So it's a dog. First off, Saturday in Chicago, high 33, low 31. 2-degree like split. That's weird.
That's crazy.
That's really weird. Now that's a pretty big drop. Sunday, high 34, low of 5.
There's a front coming through Sunday everywhere. Not everywhere, but
that's Eastern, a big drop right there, man. But
hit the month thing.
Oh yeah, sorry. Staying in the 30s at highs, but it's getting down a little bit. Oh, the 10th is gonna be 3 degrees.
Man, I feel lied to.
Well, dude, global warming.
No.
You didn't hear?
Dude, he would tell us of some crazy cold.
No. I know for a fact. It's just crazy in Chicago. But, yeah, I don't know, man. It's been a crazy year. Crazy start to the year. It snowed here. A little, I guess, kind of wrapping up here.
It might get snow tonight.
Then maybe snow tonight. I hope God not, because I'm trying to get out of this bitch. My flight better not get canceled. But
it'll probably just be rain.
It snowed in Virginia, mainly up in the northern areas and stuff like Richmond and I-95 and near Quantico was like frozen over, snow and everything. Like people were trapped on it for 24 hours.
I think 5 people died.
Tim Kaine was stuck on it, the political person. He was like, yeah, I've been stuck on this thing. Like, oh no, Tim Kaine's on there. All the comments were like, good, hope you fucking freeze to death. I was like, oh my god.
I feel like that's like a... Well, yeah, no, he's a political figure, but I was going to say, I feel like it's like not safe for him to be, but I guess.
No, but everyone's like just trapped in their cars, like nothing's happening. But like, yeah, I thought that was crazy. It really is funny in Virginia when we get snow, like people don't know what to do and how to act, and like everyone's just buck wild crazy.
It's like I forget what, I guess it might be in Rick and Morty, or it might be in a different TV show though, where like everything's just like chaotic and like everyone's like
yeah,
it's like that sort of thing.
No, dude, it's stupid.
They can't drive in the rain, so when it's frozen, it's like, no.
Well, people slept in their cars that night. Well, people also ran out of gas, and then some of them froze. Like you said, rest in peace, those 5.
R.I.P.
But like people turned on the cars to like go, and they're just like tires were molded into ice, so they just spun on this like nice circle of like ice right on it, and just like didn't go. I was out there like, man, I was there in my Jeep. I'd be whipping it. I'd be whipping it mad. I'd be mad easy. I'd be saving everyone's life. I'm like, yo, everyone pile in.
The all-wheel drive van.
That's right, I forgot. The Prius. Don't forget the Prius, baby. Oh my god, but yeah, so I got high hopes for this year. You got any we'll finish it out on New Year's resolutions. You got any? I got 2. 1, get back in the gym. Getting a little pudgy. Getting kind of fat. Don't want to talk about that anymore. Number 2, I'm not texting anymore. Or I'm going to try my best not to text anymore.
Only talk?
Only voice texting.
Only voice texting.
Like, not like the whole, like, you do, like, the hit the button thing. No, it's hold the thing. Hey, Christian, whatever, and then just send it.
Does it disappear?
I don't know. You can keep it. I think there's a setting on your phone where you can say you can keep.
Gotcha.
Yeah, because look, Coles and all them, like they're still there. But it's like something I really want to start doing just a lot more of. Like even if it's just, hey, just send it.
I'm with it.
I want to be that guy.
Let's do it.
Guy,
I'll hop on the bandwagon.
Yeah, like just. Dog, it's so much easier.
Sarah's gonna get pissed.
It's so much easier, and you can hear the influx of my voice and tone and stuff like that. And like Grace likes it because she's like, you say so much, or like you say so much more on text. I'm like, it's good.
No, exactly.
And I'm like, yeah, I was like, that sounds really good. I was actually kind of feeling something like this anyway, and like things like that. Send.
Yeah.
It's like, oh wow.
Okay. Well, we'll try it. Benton's starting a trend.
Starting a trend, guys. Start using the audio voice messaging more on the iPhones. Androids, you guys can suck it. No one cares about
switch
you.
Over.
Yeah, no one cares about you. Join.
Well, if you have an Android, you have it so that you can have free access to all your software or whatever. So now you can build your own thing and do it yourself.
Stop the privacy. Listen, just join Apple. They'll sell you data. It's fine. It's not that big of a deal. Whatever. They're just going to make our lives easier in the future.
If you're that smart, can't you just jailbreak an iPhone and figure it out?
But yeah, those are my 2, I would say. Oh, and get married. That's number 3.
That's number 3.
That's number 3, yeah. That's on the bottom of the list. 100%. Voice texting over marriage.
No, I don't really have any, but it would just be to do all those things.
Get your shit together. Get everything done.
Yeah. Get everything done. Make $1 million.
There it is. All right, I like that. Make it happen. Make a mill this year.
Dude.
You make a mill.
I'm not that committed yet.
You make it. The day you make a mill, I'll quit my fucking job and I'll come work for you. I'll vote for Wall Street. This bitch. I'll quit my fucking job.
Bro, I love that movie just because, bro. He said, "So what the fuck do you actually do? How much?"
Like, you show me a pay stub for $70,000. I'll quit my job. I'll quit my job right now. Hey Ronnie, I'm not gonna get into that. I quit.
The kids, they're good. But I fucking quit.
What do you mean? No, don't bring her into this. Don't bring her into it. Oh my god, good stuff. But I hope everyone, you all good.
Yeah.
I hope everyone had a great 2021. Hope they have a blessed 2022. whatever your New Year's resolutions are, put them in the comments. Shoot me a text. Put it in my DMs. Whatever you want to do. Would love to hear it. If you got any topics that y'all want us to talk about for this year, topics you don't want us to talk about anymore this year, let us know. Big things coming. But y'all stay safe. Stay blessed.
Peace.